Hello everybody and welcome back to Megastore Simulator. Between the videos I have indeed pushed us forward a little bit, so we've now got this nice space to play with in today's video and the ones to come as well, which is quite handy because the butcher and the deli update is quite large. I think that's going to be a big section. There's a lot of stuff to it, lots of fridges, and you've got a meat grinder and a counter and all sorts of stuff as well that you need to fit in. So I feel like we're going to need a fair space to get it all in. So hopefully we'll be able to get it in around here somewhere, perhaps, because I want to leave room because we need to get my fresh produce back out, because we haven't had that out in store for I don't know how long now, ever since that update happened that changed the fruits and vegetables. We haven't had them back out again since. Now we should hopefully have room to get those out as well. So I'm going to have a bit of a rearrange, probably put the seafood counter by the butcher's. Might move the bakery from here and put it over here or something so it's next to the fresh produce, and then bring the supermarket through the center or something like that. We'll have a fiddle around with it, but we should hopefully have room for that now. There is actually only one more wall to take down downstairs now. Once that wall has gone back one further time, that is maximum space. So we don't actually have that much room down here to go. So hopefully we can fit it all in, or just about, with what we've got. And then obviously as we keep expanding further, we'll do the rest of it. We're going to be doing the checkouts today, so that's what we're going to start off with. So I'm going to build a nice little checkout area so I can work and try and get some self-checkouts and stuff sorted as well, and make it look pretty nice just here. But there has been a new update to the game. So you might see over there, there's now a door in my music section, which is rather unfortunate because my shelving goes right over the front of it. So we're going to need to move some shelving around after I'd spent all that time fiddling around trying to make it look nice over here. And then they're going to put a door in my section. Quite annoying. But that is to facilitate a larger warehouse, because I had maxed out my warehouse and I know a lot of you had as well. So there are now quite a few more expansions. Well, I say quite a few. There are a few more expansions which allow us to have some extra room, because you need, well, I'll need another fridge or freezer to keep all of my meat in for the butcher. I'd run out of space pretty much in the current ones that I have. So I'm going to need that space for that, and now I have it. But unfortunately, we are going to need to move all of this stuff. I've started already. I'm going to move it down there rather than fiddle around over here too much. It kind of flows. You know, it's electronics, speakers, and then into music anyway. So it still kind of flows, but it is going to have to share some space over here because, well, yeah, there's now a door in the way, unfortunately. So that's all going to go over here. And now hopefully my staff will use this, because at the moment they haven't actually been using it, because I guess I've had shelving in front, so they've not used it at all. It is quite handy because my fridges are just there, which means anybody that's going to the fridge, going to the grocery, will now just go to there and they can walk through the store straight over to where they need to be. And I'm not sure if we've got any music stuff around here. I don't really think we have, but if we do, I've got some electronics. They can just walk through here as well, which is quite handy, straight to the electronics. So that's going to be quite a handy little door, I think. It's just a shame it's come at the expense of what I've been doing before. Right, so let's move some checkouts and stuff like that first, and then we'll have a fiddle around with the butcher's department, and that'll be an ongoing thing over the next several videos. I'm not going to get all done today. So I want my checkout that I believe is still upstairs. I've also taken some expansions up here as well. So unfortunately, I've lost my wall for this summer section, as predicted. But yeah, we'll just have to live with that. But we've got some extra room here now. I've taken this wall all the way down here. We're going to bring the rest of the toys over, but probably not today, but just gradually over the next several videos, we'll start moving some of that stuff over there as well. Let me go and get my checkout. That's why I came up here. So the question is, do we want more of these now, or is it just going to be me? Do I want more checkouts or just mine? Now, these are worth 7 now. They're worth 7 customers per one, and the self-checkouts are worth 4. So obviously, if you have a few more of these, that's going to help things out. But I think probably do want a couple more, or maybe at least one more of those. I think that'd be quite nice to have, actually. So we could have another one, maybe parallel, and then we could do... Just here, we could bring our self-checkouts in or something back to back. I think we'll go with that. And then I'll work probably at this one. And we'll have somebody across the way as well. Just give us something to do in some of the episodes when we're not designing. So we've got something else to do then. We can actually work in the the area there. So I'm going to get another one as well. Presumably. Let's go and grab that now. Equipment. Checkout desks. You not have a mirrored one? Ah, there are no mirrored ones. I can't have it parallel then, can I? That's a shame. So I can't have it parallel. So he can't face us. He'd have to work away. I mean, he can work away from us. It's not a problem, is it? Yeah, we'll do that. I was going to have it facing, so we had somebody to talk to as well. Another member of staff we could talk to, but never mind. We'll have one more of those. We've got enough self-checkouts as it is, I would say. As you can see, they're all dotted around everywhere. We have got some upstairs as well. I might transfer some back upstairs, but we'll see. I really wish you could change the numbering on these. A bit finicky having to try and move the right ones so you've got them all in order. It's a bit annoying. I really wish you could just change the number yourself. Because also, I imagine this, whereas I am checkout number 1, this is going to be... Oh, no, checkout number 2. Fair enough. It's still number 2. I was going to say maybe it would take on a number higher, but it's not done. Right, so let's have this something like that. Maybe a bit closer, just to make sure it doesn't use all of our space. Not too bad. Don't need lots of room. And then we'll have some self-checkouts just there. So we'll open that back up again. Right. So we'll have... What have we got in the corner here? Random numbers. So 11's there. Got 16 and 17 here. I think we've got some upstairs that follow on. But if we do... I'd like these to be back to back. The freezers don't need to stay here anymore. They can move. They can move further over because obviously we've got loads more room that way now. And I don't think I'm going to keep the seafood section just here anyway. So we can move these over slightly now. Because this is not where they're going to be living anyway. So we can utilize the space. Because obviously at the moment they're also queuing into there. And I don't like that much. Maybe back to back the other way would be. What should we do here? We could have it. We could just have a run of them down there. We'll probably get a good 6 in just down there, wouldn't we? We could do that anyway then. So we've got 17 just here. Let's see if we can find 18 somewhere. There it is, 18. We have 19. We've got 19. I still hope this changes one day, where the amount of customers that you have is not tied to the checkouts. But I feel that we've got way too many in here. Way too many. We've got at least 25 self-checkouts, plus 2 regulars. It feels like it's too many checkouts. It's just unnecessary to have that volume of checkouts. But if you want to have a lot of customers in store, you have to have them. You don't have a choice. I think that needs to change, I think. I can go to there, so we can paint further out if necessary anyway. But I think that's pretty much all you'd want just there. I don't think you'd want loads more, would you? So we've got these 2 here, but they can go on this wall. They obviously don't follow from 11. But then I don't know where 12 is anyway. I think 12 might be upstairs as it is. So what have we got? We've got 22. '22, 23, we've got 24 and 25. Where can we place those? They could go upstairs. I think we've only got a handful upstairs. What have we got up here? We've got 4 upstairs. We could have a handful more up here. Because once that section goes all the way over there, it is quite a long way to go and pay. Like, if once those walls all come down and you're in the far end over there, you've got all the way back through the store again. It is quite a long way, I suppose. So we could have just a couple up here. I might put them over there for now, so they're out of the way. Then when we move these toys, we're going to move these toys over there. Probably either if there's some more clothing into the game, I'll place over here, or if it doesn't, I might get some additional products or something to have a slightly larger clothing section. But they could come over here, or indeed they could just go over there. We could utilize that as a self-checkout area in that far corner, couldn't we? At least we can carry 2 at a time now. So we're going to need to hire a cashier as well, aren't we? Or 2 cashiers, actually, to work all day. Yeah, we could utilize this area, because I don't know if we're actually going to use this area for anything, to be honest. Other than... You know what? I am going to use this for self-checkouts, because we're not going to utilize this area. At all, I wouldn't have thought. It's just not really an area that's going to be used for anything, is it? I don't think. Even if some more clothing came, it's a bit tight around here, and now I'm moving the toys and stuff, it would just go over there anyway. So yeah, we'll utilize that area. So I might move these, or leave them. I'll leave those... Oh, I don't know. I'll leave those here, but then if we get any more self-checkouts, they can go over there. Yeah, we'll leave these here, because it's a good idea, I think, to have a few quite accessible to customers, because they can come and pay here immediately and then get out, rather than give them a stupidly long walk to go everywhere, because then they're still in store. It takes a long time to end the day then as well. Let's put this just here. All right, let me show you the... well, actually, let's hire the member of staff first. So, hiring cashier. This is our first cashier since some point in the first handful of episodes. So, we've got Ronnie, Ace, Adam, Ashton, and Miriam. Who is good? Now, their move speed... I mean, they don't walk anywhere, do they? So, move speed's not that important, I wouldn't have thought. I would say work speed is more important. I'm thinking Ashton. Pretty good all-rounder, isn't he? So we'll have Ashton. And then we'll have in the afternoon, I guess Adam. There's a good one. Could wait until maybe some more refresh later on. We'll go with Adam. You're going to work number 2 in the afternoons, and your friend Ashton is going to work number 2 in the mornings. There we go. So that's all sorted then, and obviously there he is already. So we're going to work this one. Get all of these opened up. I might close mine just briefly, or yeah, we'll leave it open. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just get a little bit of the butchers done, and then send this away. Get some of the butchers done, and then we can, yeah, just have a day working. So let me just collect some cash from in here, because plenty just sitting out here. Look at that, 6 grand there, 6 grand there. So make sure we can afford shelving and stuff like that. These are a bit of a gold mine, really, aren't they? The vending machines, they earn a lot of money for the... in fact, they are the #1 earner in the entire store. Right, so let me show you the butchery then, because I haven't had a chance to really show it to you yet. So in the products, as you can see, you buy all of your meat big. It all comes in bulk. Some of it's cut down, but a lot of it is just like the whole lamb neck, for example, and all that kind of stuff. And then you have to... You've got a cutting table here for serving people, and you've also got a meat grinder as well. you have to store, I think, you have to store your raw meat in these fridges. So you'll store it in your warehouse, but then obviously that's really far away. So you're going to want some of it close by. So that's going to be stored in these fridges. And then you can also store some stuff in these stands. So there's a lot going on just here. So let's get the licenses. Well, in fact, no, I've already got the licenses. That's good news. I've already got the licenses, obviously, because we looked at this stuff. So I'm going to need a fridge in order to get all of this stuff in. I think I remember calculating that I can do all of this with one more fridge, a large fridge. So if we get a large fridge, before we go any further, I think that's in here. Yes, we'll have a large one. We'll have one of those. I've already got a small one somewhere, but we'll have a large because we need that. And we can get 8 of these in, so we'll have those as well. So we'll get those to come to dock 4 or something like that. Well, that'll get us sorted with the rest of the stuff. Then at the front here, I'm just going to buy some of this stuff and see how big it is. So we'll get a cutting table and a meat grinder. And then I'm guessing we're going to need quite a lot of this stuff, aren't we? I'm really not sure, because obviously it's my first time trying it out. So we'll get... just get a couple of big fridges for now, and a couple of wide butchery stands. And see how all of that looks. And then we can make a decision afterwards. So we'll get that delivered to storefront. Right, so I've unpacked everything that we have just purchased. I've also purchased some meat, which has arrived as well, so we can have a look and see how this all works now. So we've got these fridges. They're quite large. They're about the same size as the fridges for the grocery, I'd say, maybe a touch larger. They've come with trays inside, so presumably you put your stuff on those trays, and you can move that tray from there to there, for example, or in there, or whatever. We've got the meat grinder here, we've got the cutting area, and then obviously we've got our display case here for putting the meat in. So I'm not sure how much stuff we're going to actually need. I purchased just a little bit of meat to begin with. I'm not sure how big this needs to be. I'll probably go with something like this for the layout, as we've done with the bakery. So you've got all of that sort of stuff on the outside. So you've got all of this on the outside for, I guess, people to buy. And then our worker can be in the middle, beavering away, cutting meat and getting everything ready and prepared. But we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't look too bad the way it is, but we'll see how much it's going to take up. Because if we need another 4 or 5 of these, I mean, that's going to take up a lot of room, isn't it? Even if we come to here and round, that's still going to take up a lot of room. So I might go with this because I think that's probably going to be more efficient. But we'll see how we go. Right, let's go and get some meat. And see how this all works. So we'll just have a look at this for now. Then we'll open for a day. We'll carry on with this next time. So we'll get more shelving and stuff once I know how it all works. So I've got my tenderloin. Just goes on there like so. Get rid of the box. Get rid of that. So you don't get a lot of some of this stuff in your fridge here, do you? Obviously, a lot of this stuff will be stored in the warehouse, but it's a good idea for some of these that you only get 2 of. You think you'd want to keep them elsewhere. Right, what do we do with these then? Only ground meats can be placed, so we've got that there. And we need to slice it up. So we're making some steaks. Needs to be packaged. It works pretty similar to the seafood section. Quite good. You get quite a lot of steaks out of that, actually, don't you? That's not too bad. And I'm guessing then you shove this down here somewhere. Like so. That seems to swallow a lot of produce. Okay, so then we've got our steaks just there. Nice. And we can operate that from here as well. That's not too bad. So I'm assuming then the customers come to the counter and say, can I have this? And then you grab it for them? Or something like that. If I press finish, does that... Things back over there. Good. So I've already set all the prices for everything. So that's the strip loin steak. Go and do some more then. Can I just grab one? Oops. Can I just grab one piece of meat out? And you have to grab the tray every time, I think. So we will obviously get an employee to do this in future as well as me, but mostly an employee, I would say, because it's going to take quite a while, isn't it, to chop all this meat up. I think you'll probably get quite a bit of money on meat, can't you? You're charging 90 for this, making $47 profit here. So you can make some good profit on your meat. Right, I'm going to get an employee to go over there and carry that on. So let's get an employee and see how that works. Make sure he does okay, or she. So we need hiring, butcher. We've only got Jordan. We'll have Jordan come in right away. Now, does that mean, I wonder, so she's just going to do, obviously, the ones we've got. That's fine for now. I assume the public just pick the stuff up, or do you need to have somebody in the afternoon as well? Because I couldn't hire anybody there. I guess we'll find out. She's a bit quicker at chopping than I am. Yeah, she's way better, isn't she? So we'll open up. I know we've not chopped everything there, but we'll open up. Get some people coming through the door. So I want to see how people buy this stuff now. So hopefully somebody will come over and buy some meat. Surely this is going to be a meat customer. You have no other reason to be walking down here otherwise. All right, let's see what you do. Do you just pick it up, or does the person give it to you? It's not missing. We're just trialing it. It's probably over there. I've not done it yet. How annoying that you've come for the one thing. Make sure I was open. There I am. Just come for the one thing we've not put on yet, or two things probably we've not put on yet. All right, let's quickly grab... Have we put any of this on yet? Can't remember now. Don't think so, did we? We did the other one. So let's do some of this.
Is this section getting restocked soon?
It is, sir. It is being restocked. This is our first day. We're just learning about how to be a butcher today. By the time you come in again tomorrow, we will be much, much better. I have much better offerings for you. There are no shelves with less than one capacity. So did we already do those? That's weird that you're not restocking those. Oh, now you are. Oh, now you are. And have we got any work that needs doing? Sir, you're walking through my checkout. Everybody, no, this is not good. You do not walk through the staff area. Why do they even think that's a thing? Why are people doing this? Why would you think that's a way through? I might have to move my checkout because unfortunately people are going to keep walking through me. Why would they even go, oh, that's a nice big gap for me to walk through, that is. Why would they even do that? Now, this is not working out as well as I'd hoped, to be honest. This is the main walkway, apparently. Particularly right up against the escalator here is the main walkway through. And then a lot of people walk through here as well to pretend they're coming to my checkout, but they're not. So this is not working, is it? I'm going to have to move. Yeah, I don't know where to move to, but I'm going to have to move. Maybe, well, I was going to say maybe just further up, but the same problem's going to be there, isn't it? That's actually really annoying. Stop it. Stop walking through. I'm going to have to close up and move. I mean, I can go here, maybe? Could we mix... Now I've got the mod running. Could we mix queues? I wonder. We probably could, right? Probably going to be okay with that. The game might freak out a little bit, but I think the game will be fine. Cannot close checkout. Okay, so there's somebody coming. So it is working then. I think this works a bit better. Right, card payment of 27 and 20. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can talk to Ash as well. See how he's doing. I'm either really short or I've got a seat in he hasn't. I'm guessing I'm sitting down and he prefers to stand, even though I've not got a real seat. It's imaginary. Let me just move slightly. There we go. Can have it like that. At least people can walk behind and not clip through all the time now. Right, what's going on over here? So, I think, obviously, we haven't done any of these yet. Goes on there. Quickly grab this. Right, that should be all of our meat available that we currently have. But I'll work out how many extra display cases we need. Now we know how this all works. I'll work out how many more we need for all our remaining products, and then choose a layout next time. That's what we'll be doing in the next one. We'll be choosing a layout, getting it all on the shelves, and then... In fact, we might have to basically just work a day ourselves behind, because I'm going to have to do a lot of this chopping. But then once we've done that, we'll put all the nice wall on, because it's come with a few new designs of wall. In fact, do I have them or not? I think I might have pre-purchased... maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it's come with some nice walls and some floors and stuff, so we'll get all of that on as well. Right, let's do some more work over here. Hello there, sir. 125 and 82. We get back into the swing of things here now. I've not done this for a very long time, apart from that one episode where I did it briefly. I've not done this for ages. It's a real shame that you can't get rid of some of the checkouts, because ideally now, so I'm sat here, we're not going to get that many customers come to me because we've just got too many self-checkouts. Ideally, what I would like to do now is just have the 6 self-checkouts there, and then me and somebody working here, and then we get a lot more customers come to work. You know, I'd be able to serve a lot more customers through the day, if that were the case. 97 cents change. Where are we up to? There you go, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'd like to... I don't know if there would be a mod for that. I wonder if there is. That you can sell your... Well, not sell, but close your self-checkouts or get rid of them, but it still thinks they're in the game. I wonder if there is a mod for that. So that would be quite handy, actually, because I'd like to do more. Like, if we're going to work behind a checkout here, I want to be semi-regularly busy. Not, like, constantly, but most of the day you want to be serving a customer. Not sat here, not really doing anything for... several in-game hours because everybody's using the self-checkouts. But if we get rid of the self-checkouts, we'll only have like 10 customers. We can get up for a wander though. Let's have a walk over here. So the butcher's departments, I think, work quite well. We will need a second member of staff for the afternoons, I would say, because it probably will get busy over here, but we'll sort all of that next time as well. But yeah, they do serve themselves and everything, so it's all good.
That looks great. Nice.
Got a customer. Hello there, sir. That's 227 and 85 cents. Thank you very much, sir. So yeah, in the next one, we'll finish the butchers. So we'll get all the stuff we need. So I'll get all of the meats. I'll get them all chopped and on display. And then we'll try and figure out a layout. Like I say, I kind of want to go with the bakery. In terms of style, go with that. Now I know how it all works and it does work exactly the same way. We might as well go with that because I think that'll be a better way of utilizing the space. Get everything on and then we'll decorate it, design it, and then we might move the seafood section over to it as well to stand next to it. Maybe then I'll put that here, maybe then move the bakery over there, so then the bakery leads into the fresh produce, because we'll also do that in an episode or two's time. And yeah, we'll be basically finished downstairs after that. There won't be anything else to do. It'll all be upstairs, which is just moving the toy section and a few other things. That's good. They are using the door. Very handy. This is much better restocking. Because he's coming straight to the bakery. That saves a lot of time, that door. That's a very good addition.
That looks great.
Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your evening of watching Law and Order. I've noticed we've had quite a lot of customers today. That ticker has been pretty high. I hit 90 at one time. My highest before was 84, which we're hovering around now. So we've been pretty busy today in store. And most, or just about all of the customers that I seem to be serving seem to be $200 plus, don't they? That person over there, she's at $600 I think she's just spending. Something like that. Quite a lot anyway. So they're all big spending as well, which is nice. Are you coming to me, sir? You look like you are. Hello there. Dog. Talking about big spenders, and Mr. 157 turns up. That still seems like a lot. What did he buy there? I'm sure he only had 2 items from the bakery and then just like 1 other item. An expensive t-shirt or something he bought. All right, let's have a look upstairs. See how it's all coming along. So I'm going to move some of this stuff around as well over the next video or two. I think what we'll do is move this stuff from here, bring it down here and seal it off. So it's still its own section, and then get some more of that wooden shelving to put here. I think we'll do that. Just so it's sealed off a bit better, because unfortunately I had to get rid of that wall. Ooh, we've got a customer. Sorry about that.
It looks freshly baked.
55 cents. Thank you very much. No new customers will come at night. We've still got 71 of them in store. Think this guy's coming to us? He looks like he is. Though maybe not. No, he's walking away. Guy in the suit, maybe? Nope. Looking at me the whole way. He was eyeballing me. He's like, yeah, I might come to you. Or I might serve myself. And he did that. Wonder if we're going to get any more. I'm not entirely certain we will, to be honest. So just while we wait for a lot of customers to finish, I'll show you the new decorations. So we now have... where are they? We've got these, look. So we've got the red butcher tiles. We've got these ones that come with the whole cow on, so you can see how it's all cut down. And so we'll probably get that somewhere, and this. And then I quite like this brick wall, actually. It's quite a nice looking wall, so we'll probably get that as well. And that also comes with some motif as well. So we'll probably get a mixture of both, because I quite like them all. So I'll probably get all of these. As well as, I think the flooring was, I think it was white tile, I want to say. But I'm not 100% sure. Yes, it was. We've got this white tile as well, so we'll get that. I've got this toy flooring as well, which I might have a look at when we move the toy section. Because at the moment, I have this toy pattern floor. I don't know if that's going to be a bit... Now it's a much bigger section. I don't know if that's going to be a bit much. So we might mess around with this as well. Right, somebody waiting? Yes, there is. Every time I leave, there's somebody waiting, but if we were to sit here, nobody would come to me. If you go for a little walk, you're bound to get a customer. There you go, thank you. This is the kind of thing I want to be doing now, going forward in the series. So we'll start each video by doing a little bit, or some videos will obviously be a lot, so we'll just do that. But we'll start by doing a little bit somewhere, you know, finishing off the butchers, for example, in the next video, and then we'll come and work a day behind the counter. And that's kind of what I want to do going forward now, until the end. I don't know how many more videos we're going to do of this in this little return. Won't be that many more, I wouldn't have thought, but I mean, there'll be new updates coming all the time. Maybe a good 5, I could see, by the time I've redesigned a few more things. So it's going to be another couple of weeks, I'd say, at least, because all of this is going to move. It's not staying like this at all. Probably going to come where this is. And then this will be more like the walkway in to go around the back to get onto your fresh produce, etc. Right, let's end the day. 511 satisfied customers, a lot of unavailable products. I think that was going to be mostly the butcher stuff that we didn't have in stock that we were all asking for at the beginning. A lot of that's going to be there, and then a few other items probably mixed in, but yeah, a lot of that's over there, I believe. Right, we will leave this video here, so we'll carry on with that next time, and hopefully get it finished, and then we'll move on to the other areas after that. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing to, and joining the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for another video very soon.